good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Please just to find a comfortable place on your mat or on the carpet. You could also use a towel. Start to connect with your sitting bones directly underneath. Just rock from side to side and find your center point. Become aware of your seated posture, how you're sitting. Is your chest jutting forward, your back arched, back rounded, shoulders slumped? Let's start to elongate up, just sitting in an easy cross-legged position. Easy seat if you are able to. Align your ankles, your ankle and your heel with your pubis. Otherwise, just to sit in a comfortable cross-legged position wherever your body will allow. Start to grow tall into your spine, the top of your head moving up towards the sky. Shoulders melting away from your ears. And place your hands onto your knees, the back of your hands onto your knees with your thumb and index finger touching lightly but firmly to create circuitry. Today's class, we're just going to flow, we're just going to move into some easy poses just to oil the joints, to wake the body up, to give us the strength and the resilience and the energy to keep going when we feel tired and it's easier just to stay in bed or scroll through Facebook instead of doing yoga. This is to take us outside of our comfort zone. We're going to ask in this particular month, if you're watching this video in the month of Virgo, that our practice through our breath and our consciousness, just to help us to become more aligned with God consciousness, with the light, with everything that is good and right in this world, with ease and flow, with kindness, compassion, big desire to share, good health, amazing relationships, the abundance and the blessings that we need, direction, fulfillment, everything that is positive and good and right, so that we can absorb it and envelope it, and then we can, please God, share it with others. So spine growing tall, crown of your head moving up. You can tuck your chin just a little bit under, creating length in the back of your neck. And as you sit in your comfortable, easy seat, to start becoming aware of your breathing. We're just going to do a few minutes of breath connection, and then we're going to move into posture. It's not going to be a very long class. We're probably going to go for about 20 minutes. As you breathe in, feel the cool air moving in through your nostrils. And as you exhale, feel the temperature change as the warm air moves out. As we draw breath in, we cool ourselves down. We cool ourselves down, our temperament, our emotions. And as we breathe out, we start to let go and release our hot-headedness, our tempers, any anger, any judgment. So as we draw in, we breathe in relaxation, calmness, peace. And as we breathe out, we let go of all the emotions that don't serve us. We ask in this moment, in this time, especially again in the month of Virgo, as we lead up to Rosh Hashanah, which is the birthright of all humanity, where our souls are like reborn, we ask that we can be released from that which holds us back, any negative feelings and emotions that we carry with us, and that we can draw in all the aspects, all the virtues, all the characteristics of God, of a godlike consciousness, peace and compassion, of love and kindness. And again, let's just take that breath a step further as we draw breath in to expand your belly. And as you breathe out, contract your belly. Breathe in, big tummy. Breathe out, small tummy. Take it a step further and breathe in as you draw the breath into your belly, rib cage and chest. And exhale, contract your belly, rib cage and chest. So as we draw breath in, you're expanding your body, your belly, your torso. And as you exhale, contracting, releasing and letting go. Giving yourself permission, allowing yourself to be fully present in this moment. And for the next 20 minutes as we practice yoga, if there is somebody that you know that needs healing, you can share or channel or direct the energy that you draw into this world through your yoga practice to that person just by thinking of them and maybe saying their name out loud, their first name and their mother's name. And if there is something perhaps in this month that you would like to ask forgiveness for, something that's happened in the past year that you wish you could undo, a regret, you can in your own practice out loud state that what it is, or quietly in your mind just to become aware of that. Perhaps there was somebody that you spoke unkindly about or behaved in a manner that you wished you could undo. Just take a moment and ask the Creator and ask the light for forgiveness. And the most important thing, I guess, in that regard is not only to ask forgiveness, but to make a commitment going forward to change our behavior, because those tests come back. Those challenges reappear, and when they do, they're giving us an opportunity to handle them differently, to transform the darkness into light. And now if you can just turn the palms of your hands to hold onto your knees. And if you've done this with me before, you can keep your eyes closed. But if you want to see what's going on, please open your eyes. We're going to start moving forward and backward, like the ocean, just to start warming up the spine. And as we move forward, we inhaling through the nostrils, hinging forward on the hips, pulling back, moving your shoulders back, leading with your chin and your throat, and rolling backwards, pushing into the back body, opening up into the spine. Drop your shoulders again. Inhale, come forward, leading with your chest and your chin. Inhale as you come forward, and exhale as you roll back. And if you close your eyes for a moment and you do maybe 3 more of these in your own time, to connect with the great oceans as the tides move in and draw back, as we connect ourselves to the element of water, which is kindness and forgiveness and mercy. Mercy from the Creator for our any kind of negative behavior or negative speech, thoughts and intentions, and to replace it with mercy and kindness. Maybe there's somebody that's wronged you, that you're holding a grudge against, and it's time to let go and forgive, to set yourself free. Tap into that great movement of water, the liquidity, the circuitry. Work with your breath. Let this be the last one. As you inhale, come forward, and exhale, move back. Come to sit back in an upright position. Let's take hold of the underneath of the right foot, and we're just going to make big circles with our foot. Imagine that your foot was like a paintbrush and you were painting circles. Make sure both your sitting bones are anchored still into the mat. And we're making circles in a clockwise direction and then reverse anti-clockwise. Just warming up the knee and warming up the hip. After 3 or 4 of those, let's grab hold of our foot, grab hold of your foot, grab hold of your knee. We're going to hold the shin from the foot to the knee. We're going to rock it from side to side as if you were rocking a baby maybe. And then you can feel, you should be able to feel it opening up into the hip. Grab hold of your foot with your elbow underneath, or even just with your hand, and we're going to pull the shin into the chest. Pull your foot, your right foot in towards your chest. And please guys, if you got a mirror image to me and you're using your right foot as well, or you're using your left foot, it doesn't matter as long as you do both sides. Let's pull that knee and the foot in towards the chest. Don't slouch down, feel your back growing tall, and open up into that right hip or the left hip and the knee. Breathe in and out. Another deep breath in and out. And as you release it, now let's grab the underneath of the foot again. If it's your right foot with your right hand, place your left hand on your leg or on the floor, And we're going to stretch as much as you can into the back leg. So straighten the knee if you can. Otherwise, as much as you can, you'll feel an intense stretch and burning into the back of that raised leg. Try not to fall backwards. Keep those sitting bones anchored into the mat. Drop your shoulders away from your ears and stretch. Breathe in and out. In and open up a little bit. You'll increase the stretch into the back of the thigh. Breathe in and out, and let's lower that foot down. We're going to swap over and take the other leg. Just again, sitting bones anchored in. Let's make circles with your paintbrush, clockwise or anti-clockwise. Warming up the hip and the knee, and reverse that. And let's grab hold of that shin, the foot and the knee again, and draw it in towards your chest, really pulling it towards you, feeling an intense stretch into the left or the right hip. Breathe, drop your shoulders away from your ears. Try and straighten into your back and not fall backwards, to sit up straight as much as possible as you draw that shin closer in towards your chest or to your belly, wherever you can get it. Now grab with your hand underneath that raised leg and straighten into it, stretching the knee as much as possible. If you haven't straightened or stretched into your hamstrings or into the back of your calves and your knees, this might feel a little bit tight and uncomfortable, so breathe deeply as we draw oxygen and light into these dark, tight parts of our body. And inhale, open up to the left or the right a little bit, just straightening in there. See if you can push it a little bit more. Don't lean back. Make sure your back is straightening up. Breathe in and exhale. Let's drop that down. Wonderful. Okay, drop it down. We're going to move into a box pose. Remember the box pose. Your hands are directly underneath your knees, and sorry, your hands are directly underneath your shoulders. Your knees are directly underneath your hips. When you look between your knees, you should not see your feet. So you're in a nice squared box, good alignment. We're going to breathe into happy cat as we drop the belly down, shoulders moving away from your ears, the back of your head moving towards your tail. Breathe in. And as you exhale, start to round your back, tuck your chin in, connect the kegels, lock your throat chakra, and push into your spine as you stretch your whole back. Drop down, breathe in again. As we open up into the throat, move your shoulders away from your ears. Feel as if you're trying to get your tailbone and the back of your head to touch. Inhale, and as you exhale, round your back again, moving your chin towards your chest, connecting your Kegel muscles, pushing into that back body as tight as possible. Let's do one more. Breathe in and open up into happy cat, and exhale into angry cat as you tuck your chin in, push into that back body, connect the Kegels, press into your hands, and exhale, come to center. Beautiful. Now we're going to shift our weight onto our left knee. Elongate or stretch out behind you your right leg. Careful not to lift the right hip. Drop your right hip down. Flex into that back leg. Flex into the back foot. Make it strong and tight, and raise your left arm. So your left arm is alongside your ear. Your right leg is lifted. You're balancing on your right hand and your left knee. Look down. There should be a nice straight line from the back of your neck into your spine. Move your shoulders away from your ears, pull in your belly, engage, and start to feel lighter as you push yourself out off the mat. Breathe in and out. If you want to take this a little bit further, you can open up your left arm to 45 degrees, your right leg to 45 degrees. You'll feel it pinching a little bit, or stretching or strengthening more into the right hip, and then bring that back in. Inhale, exhale, drop your left hand down, return your right knee to the mat, and let's shift our weight over to the other side, raising the left leg off the mat. Square up those hips, square up your shoulders, a nice straight line from your neck down to your spine, and lift your right hand off the mat. Your right arm should be alongside your right ear. Move your shoulders away, tuck your belly, or pull your belly in towards your spine. Engage, tighten into those leg and arm muscles. Breathe in and hold. Inhale and exhale. Breathe in deeply and let's open up a little bit to 45 degrees just to increase that stretch if you want. Inhale, exhale, breathe deeply. Okay, bring your right hand back in, left leg, and let's place our right hand down on the mat, left leg down on the mat. If you want to, you can stretch back into child pose just to recover. Otherwise, keep it there in box. We're going to move up. Actually, from here, let's stretch into our shoulders. Lovely pose while we're here. We're going to drop down onto our right shoulder. It's called threading the needle. I want you to take your right hand and imagine that you're threading your right arm through underneath your left armpit, and you're going to drop down onto your right shoulder and turn your head so that your right ear is on the mat. Your left hand is pressing down into the mat. Square up those hips, press into your left hand and push your left shoulder back. Move your right shoulder forward. You'll feel a beautiful twist and a stretch into those shoulders, especially into those muscles where we get all of our knots. Let's breathe deeply. Replace that stress and tension with light and oxygen. And let's breathe in and come back up. Place the right hand down on the mat. Thread your left hand through your right arm and drop your left shoulder down to the mat. Your left ear on the mat, pressing into the right hand, leveraging, pulling your right shoulder back. Your left shoulder's moving forward. Square up those hips and just feel and enjoy that beautiful stretch into the shoulders. And let's breathe in and come back up. We're going to tuck the toes under. So you'll feel a nice stretch into the back of your toes, or into your toe pads and into the necks of your toes. I'm balancing on my toe pads, and from here I'm going to move up into a down dog, and I'm going to walk my feet. So let's walk our feet towards our hands. I'm in a forward standing bend, and from here bend my knees and let's reverse swan all the way up. Gentle back bend and come back to standing. Okay, we're going to do a few sun salutations. So stand nice and firm and strong in mountain pose. Tightening your legs. I'm actually going to face this way. There's some beautiful sunlight coming in through the window this morning. Nice tight legs, tight kneecaps, tight buttocks. Drop your shoulders down. Let's breathe in, arms all the way up. Inhale and move into the back bend, gentle, and then come forward again as you exhale. Inhale and swan dive all the way down into a forward standing bend. Breathe into a horizontal back and exhale, fold forward. If your knees are bent, that's fine, otherwise straighten into your kneecaps. Now we're going to bend our knees, place our hands on the mat, and you're going to step back into down dog. Spread those fingers wide apart, middle finger facing forward. Come up onto your tippy toes. Drop your heels down to the mat. Lift your tailbone up, heels moving down towards the mat. Shoulders spreading away from your ears. Chest moving towards your thighs. Let your head hang down loose. Hold this for a few breaths. Okay, after the next exhalation, we're going to breathe in and come forward into plank. Nice strong plank. Hold it, tighten the buttocks. Engage your belly muscles. Next in a nice straight line with your spine. Press into your hands, draw your belly up towards your spine. Inhale. As you exhale, move slowly down towards the mat and come forward into cobra as we stretch into that lower part of the back. Open up into your throat, move your shoulders back and down, elongate, lift your body up, away from gravity, pressing into your hands. Tighten the buttocks, tighten the leg muscles. Breathe in and hold. Okay, we're going to tuck our toes under, inhaling, and we're going to exhale, move back into down dog. And from here, look between your hands, and we're going to step forward with our right leg. If you need to give that leg a hand, move it forward so that your knee is in a straight line above your ankle. You can drop your left knee down on the mat just to get your alignment. Square up those hips, shoulders squared up, and we're going to lift, if you can, that back knee up off the mat, pressing into the heel, keeping your alignment, and we're going to breathe in, lift our arms up above our head. Please, if you need to, keep your hands in prayer. Otherwise, up your hands go. Drop your shoulders away from your ears and hold a nice strong warrior one. Inhale, exhale, place your hands back down on the mat, bend your back knee and step forward. Bringing your left leg back in line with your right. Drop your head down. Bend your knees and we reverse swan all the way up again into a gentle back bend and swan dive down. Back into your forward standing bend. Breathe into a horizontal back. Exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees, place your hands down on the mat and step back into down dog. Tailbone moves up towards the sky, heels move down towards the mat. Spread into those fingers, middle finger facing forward. Move your chest towards your thigh, heels towards the mat. Breathe deeply in and out. Another deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're coming forward into plank. Nice strong plank. Engage your belly. Press into your hands. Tighten your leg muscles and your buttocks. Nice straight line from your neck to your spine. Hold it. Engage the belly. Tighten the bum. Breathe in. And as you exhale, slowly lower down to the mat. And come forward into cobra. Dropping your shoulders away from your ears. Head tilted back, tighten in the buttocks and the legs. Press into your hands, grow tall and drop and melt into the lower back. Breathe in. We're going to exhale back into down dog. Just focusing once again on the alignment. Tailbone up, heels moving down, chest towards your thighs. Inhale and exhale. Look between your hands. We're going to breathe in and we're going to move our left foot forwards. Bringing your left foot directly underneath your left knee. Stretching into the right heel. Growing long in your spine. You want to drop that right knee down to the mat. Just adjusting your alignment so your hips and your shoulders are facing forward. We're going to tuck that right foot in, lift the right knee off the mat, open up into the chest, shoulders, and lift your hands up into warrior one. Breathe in and exhale and just hold for another breath. Inhale and exhale. Bring your hands back down to the mat. Bend your right knee and step forward, bringing your feet together in a forward standing bend. Bend your knees and exhale. Inhale all the way up and come back to center. Beautiful. So from here we're going to go into a squat. And I think let's do the chair pose first just to work into those thigh muscles. So feet in mountain pose in a nice strong, just your feet should be directly underneath your hips. You're going to tuck your tailbone under, rib cage in. Breathe in, arms up. And bend into those knees. Don't jut the tailbone out. Tuck it in, drop your shoulders down and hold a nice strong chair pose. I think we're going to take this into a twist. So I'm just going to face frontwards. Hold that, hold it and breathe. Very good. Keep those shoulders down. Work those leg muscles. Inhale. We're now going to take our hands together and move our right elbow to the outside of our left knee and twist towards the left, looking over your left shoulder, leveraging your right elbow against your knee to move yourself deeper into a twist. As we let go and release toxins and impurities, stress from the body, and also just to let go of any negative emotions, negative behaviors that have held us back in the past. Breathe in, come back to center, and exhale over to the other side, taking your left elbow to the outside of your right knee and twisting deep to the to the left side, looking over, to the right side, looking over your right shoulder, leveraging or pushing your left elbow into your right knee and twist. Breathe in and out again as you exhale, release, squeeze out of the body all that negativity, stress, tension. And breathe in, come back to center. Inhale all the way up and down. Beautiful. Okay, we're nearly going to wrap this class up. Let's move our feet into a splayed position, like Charlie Chaplin feet. We're going to breathe in, arms up. As you exhale, we're going to come down into a squat. You can, if you want, to balance on the balls of your feet. If you can, your feet are flat. Bring your elbows inside your knees and open up. Press into your knees, grow tall in your spine and your neck, and just enjoy that beautiful stretch into the inner thigh, into the groin. Breathe and hold. Beautiful. Okay, from here, we're going to release that. We're going to roll down onto our backs into happy baby pose as we start to calm the body down. Cool the body down, flat on your back. Lift your feet up in the air, and like we did in the beginning, hold the inside of your soles or your insteps. And if you can't, you can just grab onto your ankles. Holding the instep, draw your knees into your armpits. Become aware of your spine on the mat from the coccyx all the way up each vertebra, pressing into the mat, shoulders moving down towards the mat, chin tucked in slightly, the back of your head in the mat, and just feel yourself melting down, cooling down. Breathe deeply in and out as we stretch into the hips again, into the groin. You can release the happy baby pose and hug your knees to your chest and just rock from side to side. Deep breath in and out as your body cools down, calms down. Feel your heart rate slow down. And from here, you can choose to stretch your legs out in front of you for relaxation. It's not a very long class, so we're not going into a deep relaxation. Or you can just roll over and come back into an easy seat the way we started. If you are lying down, enjoy. You can stay there as long as you want. For those of us that need to get going, back into easy seat, drop your shoulders away from your ears. Place your palm of your hand, one hand in front of the other, into your lap, your thumbs touching. Feel your sitting bones melt into the mat, your back grow tall. Tuck your chin in, breathe in. And as you exhale, close your eyes. If you're lying down, gently close your eyes. Again, just for a few minutes, with your breath, to feel this beautiful work that you've done in your yoga class today. Stretch and move and assimilate into every cell. That quietness that comes with yoga, usually only at the end. As we come to connect with, even just for a moment, a deep sense of inner peace, of godlike consciousness, we ask once again that in the next couple of weeks leading up to the first day of Libra, the day that the Kabbalists teach was the birth of Adam and Eve, where every soul is reborn, that we ask our intrinsic nature to be more aligned with the light, with God consciousness, with kindness, with love and mercy and compassion and forgiveness, with good health, healthy relationships, strength, resilience, creativity, innovation. You can tuck your chin in slightly. Take a deep breath in now as we start to draw our hands all the way up above our head. Bring in the palms of your hands together. Inhale. As you exhale, bring your hands down into your heart center. And again, a big circle, drawing your hands all the way up above your head. Bring in the palms of your hands together and exhaling down into your heart center. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. I thank you for doing yoga with me today. Namaste. You can open your eyes and wish you a blessed day, and if you're still lying down, take as long as you need to, and when you're ready to bring yourself out slowly.